Hey, my second book's out right now. You should go check it out. It kind of looks like this. Right. Well, actually, it looks something like this, without the not for resale things all over it. But it's available right now. Links down in the description. Thank you to everybody that's gotten it so far. If you would like the ebook for free, join my Patreon. It's only $5 a month. Let's get started with the video.
Hey there, my meat friends. Yes, a New York strip. Oogle it, ogle it, and be amazed because today we're making fajitas. Fajitas are a Tex Mex cuisine that's really just grilled strips of meat. Veggies are usually optional, but do make a tasty addition if you're into that sort of thing. To get started, I'm going to take this beautiful and marked down prime strip and turn it into strips. Didn't you just hear what I was saying? My steak is quite a thick boy right here, so I'm going to take my dullest knife and split it. Then strips, of course. The most important part of making cuts like dicing and slicing is to make sure that they are even. Uneven slicing and dicing is how we come out with unevenly cooked food. It's the same with the chicken. I like a good mix of proteins when I'm eating fajitas, including shrimp. But today, I don't have any shrimp. So, chicken and beef it is. That's okay. Any day that you're eating fajitas is a great day. Don't forget to slice everything just about the same size. I had my plate of steak right in front of me for reference. It's right here if you haven't noticed. I just like the feel of the meat in my hands. Don't look, don't look. Grab yourself a cup to mix all your spices in. This fajita seasoning will start with 2 teaspoons of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of granulated onion, a 1/2 teaspoon of granulated garlic, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. Give this a tender spooning. It should look a little something like this. I think we can finally stop playing with our meat and start cooking it. Place a heavy pan like a cast iron over medium-high heat, and add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of beef tallow or lard and let that melt. We're going to start with the chicken here because, like most people, I want my factory farm chicken cooked all the way through. Lay this out in an even layer. Cook it in batches if you need to because we want some good color. This adds flavor. Once the chicken has been cooking for about 2 minutes, you can sprinkle on a couple teaspoons of your fajita seasoning. Not only will this start the action of seasoning your chicken, it will also allow these spices to toast a bit. After about 1 more minute, give your chicken a toss. I know it doesn't look like it's gotten much color, but the fond that is stuck to the pan tells me a different story. When you flip the chicken, it will release water from the uncooked side, and this in turn releases some of that fond. After the chicken has been cooked for about 5 minutes in total, remove it from the pan and set it aside. Immediately place all of your steak into the pan. Again, do this in an even layer. The steak will likely be medium well to well done anyways, so I let it sit for 4 minutes on one side to get a really good sear. You'll also want to season this up with another couple teaspoons of your fajita seasoning. Give this a toss. Once all the steak pieces have seen some heat, add your chicken back into the pan along with the accumulated juices. Keep tossing this for about 1 minute while scraping the bottom of the pan. And now it's pretty much done. Let's bring this over to the table and have a look. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty solid to me. I've got my tortillas and my limes ready to go. If you want to know how the tortillas are made, here's a quick recap because I've made these so many times. To a blender or food processor, add in 3 ounces of pork rinds, 2.5 ounces of shredded cheese. I went with Parmesan because it's all I had. 3 eggs, and then blend. Oops, I forgot the 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and finish blending. Take some wet hands and grab a ball of your dough. Flatten this into a silpat or parchment lined baking sheet. Heat it into an oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes, and you're greeted with this, golden brown and toasty delights. To finish off any nice fajita presentation, it will need some cheese. Today, I went with cotija. It's like a mix between mozzarella and feta cheese. I moved the limes to the middle for a nice photo finish. It looks something like this. Fajitas are kind of a choose-your-own-adventure book. You can take the story in any direction. Since we're limited on extra sides here, our story has one direction, my filthy mouth. And this is perfect. Going with this prime strip is a perfect choice because it melts in my mouth, in my hands, in my feet, in my ears, in my eyes,